A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a decisive move just weeks before the transition of power, President Joe Biden announced a substantial military aid package to Ukraine, amounting to nearly $2.5 billion. This new assistance is part of a broader strategy to bolster Ukraine's defenses against ongoing Russian aggression as the conflict continues to escalate. The announcement was made amid reports of intensified Russian attacks on Ukrainian infrastructure, particularly targeting power facilities, as winter approaches. The aid package is divided into two main components: $1.25 billion from existing Pentagon stockpiles, which allows for immediate military support, and an additional $1.22 billion allocated under the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative, USAI, for long-term security measures. This dual approach aims to ensure that Ukraine can sustain its counteroffensive operations while also modernizing its military capabilities for future challenges. President Biden emphasized the urgency of the situation, stating, "I've directed my administration to continue surging as much assistance to Ukraine as quickly as possible." He reiterated the commitment of the United States to strengthen Ukraine's position in the ongoing war, highlighting the importance of providing both immediate and long-term support. The military aid will include critical weapons systems such as counter-unmanned aerial systems, air defense munitions, and artillery ammunition, all of which are essential for Ukraine as it faces a barrage of attacks from Russian forces. In addition to military support, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen announced the release of $3.4 billion in economic assistance to Ukraine, aimed at supporting essential government services during this tumultuous period. This funding will help pay salaries for civilian government employees, healthcare workers, and first responders, ensuring that critical services continue to operate despite the ongoing conflict. The announcement of this aid package comes at a pivotal moment as the Biden administration seeks to maximize support for Ukraine before President-elect Donald Trump takes office on January 20th. Trump has previously expressed a desire to negotiate a settlement between Ukraine and Russia, raising concerns among U.S. and European leaders about potential shifts in policy that could undermine Ukraine's position. Many fear that Trump's approach might lead to a less favorable outcome for Ukraine, particularly given his past praise for Russian President Vladimir Putin. As the Biden administration races against the clock to deliver this aid, it reflects a steadfast commitment to Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity amidst one of the most significant conflicts in Europe in recent history. The U.S. has provided over $65 billion in security assistance to Ukraine since the onset of the war in February 2022, underscoring the importance of this partnership in countering Russian expansionism. Critics of the administration's foreign aid strategy argue that the increasing costs of involvement in Ukraine could be better spent addressing pressing domestic issues. However, supporters maintain that the U.S. must continue to stand firm against authoritarian regimes and support democratic values globally. The aid package is not only a show of military support, but also a strategic move to send a clear message to Moscow about the U.S.'s unwavering resolve in countering aggression. As the conflict rages on, the implications of this aid are profound. With winter approaching, Ukraine faces the dual challenge of maintaining military operations while ensuring the welfare of its citizens. The Biden administration's efforts to supply both military and economic support are crucial in helping Ukraine navigate these challenges. The situation remains fluid, and the international community is watching closely as the U.S. prepares to transition to a new administration, one that may approach the conflict with a different mindset. The coming weeks will be critical for Ukraine as it seeks to defend its territory and sovereignty in the face of ongoing threats. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.